Hi, this is Polly Rico. I am the Vice Chair of the Enosburg-Richford Unified Union School District, and I'd like to take a couple minutes to explain the proposed budget mailer that went home to you and what basically you'd be voting on town meeting day. So I hope this will give you some information on what these lines mean and how they're calculated. So the first line is budgeted expenditures. And so this line is the line that the school board has the most control over. It houses things like direct instruction, salaries, benefits, basically whatever it takes to run our buildings. This is that line. Then less local and grant revenue. So the money coming in, and you can see that the money is significant less than previous years. So the reason why this is from Act 173, which is a change in the special education funding law, which now special education reimbursements will now be going through the supervisory union budget and not the local budgets. So as a result of that, this line is decreased because it no longer comes through our budget. So you take the expenditures and you subtract the second line, and that gets you this third line, which is equals education spending. And so that we take that line and we divide it by the number of students we have, the per pupils, equalized pupils. Now this number shifts. So this may be a different number when it comes time to voting, but I just wanted to let you know that that's basically what this line is. So you take the education spending, you divide it by the pupils, and that equals per pupil education spending. Now, this number is on the warning for the ballot, and it's followed by a pretty scary number, which says it's up 10.56%. But as you can see, the change really is 1,597. So 10% looks like a significant increase, but when you look at the change, the actual value that it's changing, it's not as significant as it sounds. And on the other side of your mailer, you'll see a graph which shows where Enosburg and Richford Unified Union School District sits as far as education spending per pupil. And you can see that we're towards the bottom of that graph in comparison to the state and the county. So yes, this has shifted upward a little bit, but not as significant as it sounds. So you take this number and you divide it by the dollar yield. And the dollar yield is set by the legislature, so we really have no control over that number at all. And that's what gets you. So you take the per pupil spending divided by the dollar yield, and that will get you this number, which is equals equalized residential school tax rate. And you can see on this line, we are down 3 cents from last year. So if we were to stop here, that would be great, right? We were down 3 cents from the previous year's budget. But as you can see, we still have some more lines left to go. So what's followed is the common level of appraisal. And so this line is driven by the housing market. And as most of us know, that the housing market has increased and property values have increased. And when that happens, the CLA goes down. And when it goes down, our tax rates go up. So you can see in Enosburg, it is down, which has driven up the tax rate by 5 cents. So the same for Richford. Their property values have gone up, which lowers their CLA, which increases the school tax rate. So these numbers may shift slightly when it comes time to the final budget that you might see on your tax bill, but within these ranges for sure. So if you have any questions, please reach out. We have an informational meeting on February 22nd at 7 o'clock, and that will be via Zoom. You can access that link through the FNESU website closer to the meeting date. And we look forward to hearing from you.